It begins in the autumn of 1914. London is a city of shadows, coal smoke, and the constant rhythmic clip-clop of horse hooves on wet cobblestones. In the heart of the docks sits a ship unlike any other. She is named the Endurance. Her hull is made of solid oak and Norwegian fir, thick enough to withstand the crushing weight of the polar world. Sir Ernest Shackleton stands on the deck. He is a man of quiet strength, looking out at the horizon. He has recruited 27 men, sailors, scientists, and adventurers. They are leaving the green fields of England behind, heading south, past the equator, past the tip of South America, until the world turns from blue to white. Imagine the sound of the Atlantic Ocean against the hull. Slap, swish, slap. As the weeks pass, the air begins to sharpen. The warmth of the sun fades, replaced by a pale silver light. Soon the first signs of the Antarctic appear. Pancake ice, small white circles floating on the black water like lily pads in a frozen pond. The ship glides through them with a soft brushing sound. Shh, shh. By January, the Endurance is deep in the Weddell Sea. The ice is no longer small circles, it is massive, jagged sheets that stretch to the horizon. One morning, the crew wakes up to a terrifying silence. The vibration of the engine has stopped. The ship is not moving. The sea has frozen solid around them. The Endurance is like a fly caught in amber. For the next 10 months, the ship becomes their floating home. To pass the time in the dark Antarctic winter, the men create a world inside the wood. They call the main cabin the Retz. Every evening they huddle together. You can hear the low murmur of their voices, the clink of tin mugs filled with hot cocoa, and the scratch of a needle on a gramophone playing old songs from home. Outside, the wind howls, a lonely, high-pitched whistle. But inside, it is warm. The dogs, 69 of them, are curled in dog-loos on the ice, their breath rising in small white clouds of steam. The world is perfectly still. There is nothing but the stars, the ice, and the steady, slow heartbeat of 28 men waiting for the sun. But the ice is a living thing. In October, the pressure begins to build. Deep beneath the ship, the ice floes are grinding against one another. It sounds like heavy artillery. Crack, boom, groan. The Endurance begins to protest. The thick oak beams bend. The ship is being squeezed by the hands of the earth itself. Shackleton gives the order, abandon ship. They lower their supplies, their sleds, and their small lifeboats onto the ice. They stand on the frozen sea and watch as their home, their only connection to the world, is slowly claimed by the water. They are now 1,200 miles from civilization. There is no radio. No one knows where they are. There is only the wind, the white horizon, and the sound of their own footsteps in the snow. Crunch, crunch, crunch. They set up tents. They sleep on the ice, feeling the swell of the ocean move the floor beneath them as they dream. They are drifting on a giant white raft, waiting for the ice to melt so they can reach the water. When the ice finally breaks apart, the men launch 3 tiny wooden lifeboats into the grey, churning waves. For days they row. The rhythm of the oars is the only thing that keeps them alive. In, out, In, out. They reach a desolate place called Elephant Island, a jagged tooth of rock in the middle of the sea. Shackleton knows they cannot stay. He takes the smallest boat, the James Caird, and 5 men. They sail 800 miles across the most dangerous ocean on Earth to find help. Imagine the boat rising and falling on waves as tall as buildings. The cold is a heavy blanket. Finally, they reach South Georgia Island. Shackleton has to climb over massive icy mountains to reach a whaling station. He walks through the snow for 36 hours without sleep. When he finally reaches the station, the people there don't recognize him. He is covered in salt and soot, his hair long and wild. But he has made it. He returns for every single one of his men. On August 30th, 1916, 2 years after they left, the rescue ship arrives at Elephant Island. Shackleton stands on the deck and counts the figures on the beach. 1, 2, 10, 20, 28. They are all there, he shouts. They are all safe. The story ends with the image of a calm sea. The men are warm, they are fed. The sound of the waves against the rescue ship is a lullaby, carrying them away from the white silence and back toward the green hills of home. Everything is quiet. Everything is still.